Hi, friends. Anybody that knows me knows I put a good deal of energy and thought into things revolving around our veterans and our military. And one of the things I do every year on my birthday is spend some time remembering some specific people. There were 22 men that died in Vietnam the day I was born. "22 men that took their last breath as I was drawing my first breath." And I don't know what the connection is that I feel, but I feel it. And I always will. And I just like to remember these guys. So you can remember them with me if you want. First Lieutenant Robert Bennett III from Springfield, New Jersey, U.S. Air Force. Specialist 4 Robert Berta, Fort Wayne, Indiana, U.S. Army. Private First Class Bruce Baumgartner from Vallejo, California, U.S. Army. Private First Class Donald Burgess from Tulsa, Oklahoma, U.S. Army. Captain Grady Carricker Jr. from Kittrell, North Carolina, U.S. Army. Staff Sergeant Clifford Carter from Detroit, Michigan, U.S. Army. Major Thomas Cotton from Brilliant, Alabama, U.S. Army. Corporal Melvin Crossman from Monte Vista, Colorado, U.S. Army. Private First Class John Davis from North Platte, Nebraska, U.S. Army. Corporal Calvin Dawkins from Chester, South Carolina, U.S. Marine Corps. Sergeant First Class John Fitzgerald Jr. from Louisville, Kentucky, U.S. Army. Private First Class Paul Hamilton Jr. from Des Moines, Iowa, U.S. Army. Second Lieutenant Lloyd Hitchens from Champaign, Illinois, U.S. Army. Chief Warrant Officer Richard Jinks from San Bernardino, California, U.S. Army. Private First Class Douglas Johnson from Burbank, California, U.S. Army. Lance Corporal Vern Johnson from Westmont, Illinois, U.S. Marine Corps. Specialist 4 Gene Lee from Green Springs, Ohio, U.S. Army. Sergeant First Class Luis Marquez Lopez from Guayama, Puerto Rico, U.S. Army. Specialist 4 Michael McCord from Carmi, Illinois, U.S. Army. Platoon Sergeant Sim Steverson from Ellisville, Mississippi, U.S. Army. Platoon Sergeant Kenneth Stubblefield from Clinton, Iowa, U.S. Army. And Specialist 4 James Whaley from Sacramento, California, U.S. Army. Thank you to each and every one of these men, their families, for the sacrifice, for the ultimate sacrifice. I can't thank them enough, and I'll forever be indebted to them and the rest of their brothers for what they did, for what they sacrificed, so that I could breathe, so that I could have the freedoms that I have, They laid down their lives so that I could live mine, hopefully in a peaceful, free existence. And I'm very much appreciative of that. I'll never forget their sacrifices. Thanks for listening.